Hey guys, so I wanted to show you a video for tight hip flexors and a routine that you can do a couple of times a week that's going to open up those hip flexors. Also, for those of you that are working on back bends, hip flexors are a large component of back bends. And this is going to help you to warm up for your back bends so you don't impinge your lower back. It's so important to understand that when you are opening up, bending deep, you're not actually bending deep into your back body, you're opening up through your front body and your hip flexors. So you've got to do the work in the front body to go and open up deeper into bending tighter in the back body to take away the pain and impingements that could occur in your lower back. So to get started, you're going to hop on your roller and we're going to roll around and have some fun. And you're just going to simply come onto your roller here and you're going to turn to one side and start rolling up and down. Rolling up and down. And you'll feel some tender spots and you can just stay there for a bit if you want on the one spot or keep on rolling. Biscuit in my head now. And then slowly you're going to transfer over to the other side. You'll do this for a minute or two, really working out both sides for a minute or two. Transferring through to the other side. Finding those tender spots, moving your legs around, okay? And so for example, here's a tender spot, so I'm going to do small movements on it, rubbing up and back and up and back, and letting that release happen. Then you're going to come onto the front of your leg here, and you're going to go into small sections, lifting one leg and rolling onto the front. If you want to increase that, you can start to drop into a back bend, drop your hip flexor down and rolling in this position. If you're not yet ready for that back opening, don't do that. We don't want any injury. And you're just rolling in small components like this for a minute. And then you're changing over to the other side, just relaxing into it. Feeling the nice deep breaths, feeling the work of the roller, getting into all the nooks and crannies to release some of that tension. Once you've done that, you come up and you will put your roller to the side. Okay, and we're going to go into 2 hip flexor stretches that will open you up. You'll hold a minute each. The first one is coming into a nice lunge. From here, I would like you to scissor your legs together, tuck your hips forward, okay? And lean into it. You're going to feel a nice stretch through here. But if you don't tuck your hips forward and go into your lower back, you're not going to feel it as strongly. So keep that glute tucked in. So you won't go as deep, but you'll definitely feel it in the hip flexor. And you'll hold here for a minute if you can. Place your hand, lean back, not like this, opening up, but like this, tucking in and pushing back. So still keeping that tuck and scissor and pushing back, holding here for the 1 minute. Then you will swap sides and do exactly the same. After that, you will come into a lizard stretch where you will place one foot forward around your hand height and the other leg back. From here, if you have space, lengthen out your foot and push away into the ball of your foot, heel going back. Lengthen up your spine, and if you still have space, you can come down into your lizard lunge. Otherwise, stay up here, even holding here. And you can rotate a little bit, feeling through the hip flexor for that 1 minute, then finding stillness when you're ready. Or coming down here, holding here, rotating your foot out a little bit and rocking back and forth is another option. But please keep pushing back on that back leg to get in deeply into the hip flexor. Okay, so try a few options to feel where you get most of the groove and move. Eventually, you may find that you're becoming more and more deeper into the pose, but to begin with, you're starting more up here or up here and just enjoying it, pushing back into it. Doing both sides is really, really important. Otherwise, we won't get the benefits. We have 2 sides to the body. Lastly, you're going to come into a folding technique to open up your hip flexors and strengthen them. You're going to bring one foot back on the tiptoe or on the top of the foot at the heel height. Have your feet on a train track, so not on a tight rope, okay, too close. From here, you're going to stand up nice and tall and you're going to lean forward with a straight leg, touch the ground, coming up. Bring yourself up through the weight of the heel. leaning to one side, coming down, coming up, keeping that knee straight, and leaning to the other side, coming down, coming up. So you get a hamstring strengthener, hip opener, glutes, and also in the hip flexors. And you will do that 12 times. So from the side, I'll show you this way with the foot behind bend, coming down. You can have a slight bend in this knee, not knocking it out, keeping nice and strong through the core, coming up, and last one on the other side. And those three repetitions, is 1 rep. So you will do 12 reps on each side, and doing this regularly is going to open up your whole hip flexors. If you're a runner, if you're a cyclist, a basketball player, a rugby player, if you're a yoga person doing deep back bends, if you're someone that has a sore back, this will also help immensely. It's going to help a whole range of people, and